for years, everyone, I moved up to Bakersfield for 7 years, and I told everyone Oxnard, and they go, what? I'm
Yeah.
like, it's down the street. And then when I say Santa Barbara or Ventura or L.A., they go, oh, okay. Well, what's Oxnard? So I stopped saying Oxnard, and I started saying L.A.
That's what
I
I
started
said.
saying like Santa Barbara.
I said Ventura.
Yeah, just because
You can't say Oxnard.
it's
Because
easier. Because
so-
everyone gets so confused about, well, where the hell's Oxnard? Yeah, what is an Oxnard? What's that?
What is it? You know, why can't they change it though? Why can't it go? And when you say the people that it belonged to, does it belong to anybody? The Latinos more than anybody. They were here. Ventura was a part of Spain. They wanted. It's like it's a story I never got to the bottom of, but I've always been wanting to call it Channel Islands because people know what you were saying. But when you say Oxnard,
But there's like some pride that goes along with Oxnard that we have created. We have created this diversity where you have Asian families and white families and black families and Mexican families, and maybe that has to do with the base being there, so close by. I don't know, but it's turned into a beautiful thing, and people that were sort of. It always feels like we're the underdog story, always little brother trying to prove. You know what I mean? And we get so proud of our own when they come from here, like Anderson when he came out, or Big Bad Voodoo Daddies. It's sort of we built, ill repute. We built this, and I feel special to it because I feel like I've added to that value of our name. The things that we have done, always saying we're from Oxnard, we're from Oxnard, we're from Oxnard, and seeing Oxnard even become, like, remember in the 90s, we're not walking, you know what I mean? And especially, like, I used to hang out with the brothers, and at that time, the brothers and the Latinos were not doing good. So anytime you saw certain kinds of cars, certain kinds of people, you got to run.
yeah.
Or you got to hide behind a car. You see headlights coming, just duck down.
But you know what, Tim? It's like my son right now. He's camping in Arizona, some parts of Arizona. It depends on the individual. This is where I'm going. I never had to hide. I never had to hide from a Latino. I never had to hide from this. Okay, when I went to Oxnard High School, the blacks used to hang out in a little corner. Okay. The Mexicans would hang out together, and the whites would hang out. So when I went to the school, I was wondering why is it like this? You know what I mean? And I was just here from Florida, man. Full of anger, full of what's say F on and find out.
You could cuss if you want.
So, because I heard even the brothers. See, the brothers gave me more trouble than anybody because as a new brother in town, you see. So the women usually go after the new brothers in town. So, and I carried a gun to school. Nobody knew. Because where I'm from, we didn't BS.
What part of Florida did you come from?
I'm Florida. I came from Pensacola, where if I pull a weapon, I'm not going to say, boy, right? You're dead. So that's what my daddy knew I was carrying a gun, but he knew there were no bullets. And the brothers knew, because I was buddies with a few of them. Because we'd walk, wasn't no school buses hardly, man. We'd walk from Colonia to 8th Street over there where the old school is.
Shit, just down here, huh? Off of Ventura Road?
Yeah. What I'm saying, it's your attitude. I didn't show prejudice against Mexican, blacks, whites. I had, okay? So I think they felt that. So they didn't threaten me. They didn't do anything. Like I was saying, my son is in Arizona, in a racist part of Arizona right now. And he's married to a Caucasian, right? Like me. He said he'd never been so treated so well. You know why? Because he treats people beautifully no matter what, okay? And it radiates. Now, if I went there as a brother and I was like, because I used to play here. If I'm I'm racist against everybody. The brothers used to come to the clubs. Hey, bro, I go, what? Where does the blacks hang out, man? Okay, why do you want to come from L.A.? Well, there's black people more, and come to Oxnard and ask me where the blacks hang out. Because it was mixed. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yeah.
And wasn't that many blacks. If it was, you know, this is why I say I've never had fights with the Mexicans. I never had fights with the blacks. I've had more with the blacks than I have anybody.
Where do you feel that, like, how do you compare racism in the United States versus racism outside the United States?
It's where?
Outside of the United States versus inside the United States.
Oh, here. Inside the United States, racism is horrible.
Have my experience. Outside the United States, they're racist straight up, like to you. Like,
well,
that's just their culture. That's how they do it. Inside the United States, you sort of have to play guess who. You know what I mean? Guess what one it is.
Yeah, and see, it used to be when I first went to France, I saw black performers that I thought was dead because they wasn't here, but they had to go there to become something. You might want to see the Josephine Baker story of stuff like that. But I'd see both. I said, man, that dude dead? Wasn't he dead? Okay, I got treated better in Europe because when I went, they would ask me about the palm people here. I learned that's what they call in white people now, palm people. No, really. Because they would try to get me to see how they felt because they disliked the white people here, the European whites. Because when they went over there from here, all they did was brag about how big their homes were. Okay, and by me being a black American, they would talk to me like, oh, well, I know you hate this too. So I was treated better there. And I had an uncle in the German war, great uncle. He was treated better in Germany during the war than with his own troop. He was treated better with the German people and a lot of people. So here now, it's getting worse. It's getting dangerously worse. You know, it's on the news right now. 2 Klansmen just shot dead today. So it's getting to where
you even have that situation with the story of the lady who called the little boy the N-word, and then she goes on one of those crowd raising sites.
Yeah.
And they gave her like $700,000.
$700,000.
They raised it. People, raised $700,000 for a girl because she was afraid for her family because she was calling little kids the N-word.
But it's not that the N-word mean anything.
When you're calling a child that,
huh?
When you're a 40-year-old lady calling a 3-year-old autistic child that, there's a problem.
Well, I'm not. I'm talking about. I'm getting ready to say we black people call each other that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't that it's the word. It's how you're using it and who's doing it. Now, to call a child that's like me calling my little nephew in there, no. And it's getting horrible. The 2 Klansmen went to Atlanta today, was it today? With their sheets on, man. Walk through Atlanta. Now they gone.
I mean, if you want to be dumb enough to do that,
That's what I'm saying.
in when
But you know why
this
that's happening though, right? You know why they're getting the
Yeah,
they're getting the balls to do that because they keep bringing up fascism and Nazis. Everyone's saying it. So when you put it out there and you keep saying and calling these people, even if they do or they don't, it makes the word more, I don't know, accessible to people. Say, oh well, that must be a Nazi. Because why do you think people don't really say anything too much about the N-word? Because it's shocking to say out loud. Like when you say Nazi, it should have the same connotation as saying any blasphemous saying. Everyone just freely throws out the N-word. So these guys are like, well, fuck it, they're already saying it. So I guess I will go outside today and put my fucking robe on because everyone's gone. Well, fuck it.
But I mean, Del, you said earlier, just be out and let them.
Yeah.
Like if and I agree with you, Ice. I think a lot of what you're saying, you know, the hive shaking is also media.
Yeah.
The hive shaking is other people who are trying to push this division. Because in reality, if you really cut down to brass tacks of it, both sides want pretty much the same shit. You know what I mean? And I think that's, if you want to be dumb enough to, or naive
They're
enough
dumb. That's dumb for them to wear that shit outside. How stupid are you?
to wear that, but also if you want to, like, oh, I only want my culture.
And especially when they
you
were in
are missing
Atlanta.
out on so much.
They were in Atlanta?
Atlanta, yeah.
Atlanta.
Well, then that's the stupidest thing ever.
This is dumb. But you're also missing out so much culture, so much great food, so much great who a person is, the stories that they're told. Like, you are missing out on so much life, period, by being racist and being seclusive to your own, you know, race or your own people. You're not gonna ever get anything.
Yeah, but Tim, my buddies, and I don't want to sound like the normal racist. Oh, some of my best friends, some of my best friends. Now it's like the South Africans coming over here. They're gonna be in big trouble because they're gonna walk up. My daughter's mixed, and in South Africa she's colored. Okay, she's not a Negro. She's not black. She's colored. I hope they don't come over here and see the first mixed person and call them colored. If so, they dead. Because there's already anger here for the South Africans, you see, with African Americans. But now even more, the Palm people is mad,
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was a bad move.
They're all going to be targets.
Huh?
They're going to be targets to everyone.
Yeah.
They're going to be targets to
They're going to want to go back.
Hispanics.
See, I would want to go back because it's...
You have
it's-
your president calling for your heads, though.
Huh?
Their president are calling
It's hard for them to go
the
back when they're
people
getting
for their
murdered over there.
heads. That is fucking crazy.
He's what? The president.
The president was calling for their
The
heads.
African, the African person.
But did you see the interview? Did you see what happened today?
Or where you put out that statement?
That everything, that all the pictures, that, what's his name, Vance, I guess?
I don't know.
Oh, it was Trump that had the pictures.
Yeah, all the pictures were something that was taken in 2020.
It's been going on for over 10 years.
Yeah.
This has been going on for, I want to say 14, 16 years. So, like, it's barely becoming a thing now. And the only reason it's a thing now is because of the whole immigration and the stance in the country with either side on immigration. Because like if we're out here being heroes, then we better go to China too. Because those Uyghurs, the Uyghurs in China, you know about that, right?
No.
If you're Muslim, you get taken in you're a slave. You go to a concentration camp. They have millions of them.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that, man.
So, how is that not a genocide? I mean, both of those situations, and then Libya, is it Liberia or Libya? That situation is bad too. I mean, we got to fix it all. But you know what we don't need to fix? That whole Middle East problem. I'm not going into that.
Well, I think what's happening, to kind of piggyback on what Dell's saying, is that it's going to start accounting, like, especially if the Klansmen are dying, right? Like, Palestine people are killing Jews, like, ambassadors to Israel, and talking about free Palestine. You're building a powder keg in this country because no one wants to pick a side saying, enough, like, stop. What are you fucking doing? Like,
That's
are we
where
going?
I'm at.
Are we
What
going
the
to the?
fuck?
Are we going to and are we going to like the Martin Luther King area where like it's nonviolent? Or are we going Malcolm X where now when you do that you open up a whole fucking thing of okay, now the whites are mad, the Mexicans are mad, the blacks are mad, the Asians are mad. Everyone's getting mad for what reasons? There's so many different things. The LGBT community is now fucking upset because of whatever. All these sects of people are getting upset. Why? Because there's no line being drawn. There's no accountability. If you slap my face, I'm gonna slap it back tenfold. It doesn't work like that. Like you can't just accost people and kill people and with no ramifications, no consequences. There has to be a consequence. If you kill a Jewish person and it's because of the Palestine, that's a hate crime. You go to jail and it should be the death penalty and that's it. You're done. Because if you don't, if not, you're gonna cause a chaos. You're building up the powder keg and it's nuts.
Well, because what you have is this is what I didn't want to get into. Is like it doesn't even matter.
And I'm talking about,
none of this matters
across the board. I'm not even talking about. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying everyone has an issue.
If
with
Iran sets off a nuclear bomb sent towards Israel,
2 killed last night.
it's
Two
ambassadors of Israel were killed by a Palestine person saying, like a protester saying, "Free Palestine."
in Iran's funding Palestine and Hamas.
There's all
And
kinds
they're
of buffoonery
hiding
happening.
inside of
So
Palestine.
much buffoonery is
I
happening.
don't.
Like we can't even pick a side now because we like United States
Well,
are like
everything's
we can't leave the ally, but we're trying to talk to Saudi Arabia and we're trying to have a relationship. Like I appreciate what Trump is trying to do in a sense. He's trying to like be buddies with everybody, but at a certain like you have to figure out like what's the greatest evil.
Do you want to see us go and kill people? Do you want maybe your future kids or your
I want to
grandkids or my
focus
son?
on us. I want to focus on America before we have so much shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
We have so much shit here that we need to iron out before we can go help them.
We can't.
We can't be everywhere. We're gonna be thin.
Especially now, man. Because people are hating that they can't trust us here no more. We're not wanted anywhere.
No one's gonna take us.
No one trusts USA anymore. We're not.
Because we're fighting within ourselves. It's crazy.
When I used to go to places, other countries, and I see that red, white, and blue, I go, "Oh my God!"
Home.
Yeah.
Home.
But now,
it's like, ooh,
man, it's if you go near, you might get shot, man. So.
Remember 2001? Everyone had flags. Everyone had flags. Why? Because we were attacked by a foreign country, and everybody had flags. It didn't matter if you were black, white. No one talked shit about America. We united. We were all, and now fucking over 20-something odd years later, we're all ads. Now when you see protests, you don't see American flags. You see other countries' flags. You see Ukraine flag. You see Palestine
That's right.
flag.
You don't see
American flags because if you have an American flag, guess what? You're a Trumper. Or you're a Republican.
They wear it upside down, don't they?
Or if you do see it, you see it upside down, or they're burning the flag. It's crazy.
You used to wasn't able to let the flag touch the ground.
That's it. You had to retire. You can't even let the flag touch the ground. You're
Brother,
right.
Yeah, you couldn't let the flag touch the ground.
That's how sacred. That's how sacred the flag was.
Okay, but you're also not supposed to wear the flag. There's like a lot of flag rules
exactly. Very well
that
put,
have
Maddie.
not been.
What's the football player?
Yeah.
He wrecked his career because
Pat Tillman?
What was it?
Pat Tillman?
The one who wouldn't kneel for the flag.
Oh, Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. Okay. They say he didn't respect the flag. Okay. But that wasn't why he knelt down. Okay, then you go out on the beach and you see some young lady with a bikini flag.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're talking about disrespecting the flag.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know, Del. Maybe if you said a dude with a big old dong.
If you told me a guy with a Speedo in the back,
yeah.
I'm
Not
totally
a girl.
agree with you.
You don't
No,
gotta
it
be
all
with the girl.
depends on where the stars is, you know.
Hey, G probably has a bunch of them.
No, but it's right now. It's like COVID. Did anybody here believe in COVID? I did. Because how many people died of something?
I mean,
That's a whole can of worms there too. But
do I believe there's such thing as COVID?
But
yes.
that is
my answer.
yes,
But it's almost like that now. with something else. People are going to be dying pretty soon.
You think that another disease is coming?
No, the disease of racism.
You think that's gonna?
It's going like what happened today with the clans, those 2 clans. They're trying to keep it low. See, you didn't hear about it, did you?
I mean, I've been fucking.
See,
But
nobody.
that's how it starts, though.
But see, they're keeping it low. Now they had a girl
We are
on.
prone to repeat history.
They had a girl on TikTok. I don't go to TikTok or whatever, or Ding Dong or whatever they are.
Yeah, there you go.
She had, I have my ropes and my chain. All I need is a tree.
Mm.
Her name was
Don't give her no.
Jennifer Smith or something. But she got a rope, a chain. And okay, if you're not African American, you don't know what that means. Okay?
I know what that means. 100%.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous, and you also have to realize a lot of people are going to be saying that just to have the shock value and to boost their thing, but they're going to fuck around
a lot
and
of
find
people
out. That's
too,
what happens. They fuck around and find out, yeah.
A lot of people do what they create these accounts, right? That are like super shocking.
To create
Just
that
to-
content, yeah.
Just to withdraw all the content and put up a new set of content so you have those followers.
And now I don't...
And we are in an age of fucking social media like weirdness where you have people willing to lessen their morals
to sell out.
to sell out,
for whatever it's hot topic.
yeah, or to get attention.
Look what happened to Kanye. Kanye was a Nazi, supposedly.
I mean,
and now he's not a Nazi now.
His #1 song.
Yeah.
Have you heard Kanye's new song?
Huh?
Have you heard Kanye's new song?
No, I don't. I think so little of him. But see, what happened to him was his mother's death. Did you know that?
It went away from there.
Huh?
It just spiraled from
I
there.
think he's trolling everybody. To be
No,
honest.
because he was helping her with a facial,
Well, she ended up passing away.
and
Yeah,
then
death.
she had too many, and she passed. Or
The plastic
whatever,
surgery.
whatever. So
He lost it there. You think?
he's really a smart person.
He's very smart.
He
He
has-
just can't articulate
He has
himself.
actual mental health issues though too.
On top of that?
Yeah, he actually has like mental health issues. that
And
he
it
doesn't
seems like
have.
it. But I mean, like, I'm under the impression that it's all one big ruse for him. Like, it's just one big, like, shock factor.
He's just trying to get
Because think
more
about it.
and more and more
Because
people
think about
talking
it.
about him.
It's people want to talk to him. He's that crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I mean, dude, think about it.
He's
He's
leaving
bringing
interviews.
his girl to the red
naked.
carpet
Who bring-
naked.
Yeah, naked.
Everything's super shock value.
It's
so
all shock.
think about it. What is the next for a middle-aged black guy who's a legend? What do you think is the next move? Are you at Hitler? Mao? Is Mao?
Chinese.
Because he also did. He wore the MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Actually, his next move was that he just said he went to rehab.
Well, he's going to rehab.
Yeah, he was in another country in rehab.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what his
Who's
substance
from
is.
another?
Oh, that Kanye put himself in rehab. I guess.
Him and his was gonna be ex and
Oh, he's trying to do that gag.
Bianca. So Bianca was gonna file for divorce, and they found back together, saying actually we were
He
just in
posted her as a
rehab
Facebook
in
poster.
Europe or whatever. Free Bianca.
What's his
Right.
song?
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
I don't think you want to hear it. Well, he's
No, if we don't want to hear
No,
it,
it's actually, you know what? If without the lyrics, it is a catchy tune. It's a very catchy beat, but the lyrics are a little bit.
I'm not a big fan of Kanye. I feel like older Kanye was a little bit better, and then his beats I feel like are always better than a lot of other things. But
Way to take it out. Think I'm stuck in the matrix. When I flush my nitrous. Yes, I am a cuck. I like when people fuck on my bitch. Shit that I'm posting on Twitter, they telling me, hey, don't say that. How niggas can't see me in public, I'm driving an all-chrome Maybach. With all of the money and fame, I still can't get my kids back. With all of the money and fame, I still don't get
So
to
he's
see
talking
my
shit in here.
children. Niggas see my Twitter, but they don't see how I be feeling. So I became a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain.
All right, get the controversial part.
Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how Hitler?
Yeah, I think we're good with it.
didn't
Are you
he-
aware of what he's saying? Can you make it out?
yeah.
Okay.
So, but didn't
I mean, not to be a freaking dick, but that song is really freaking good.
Without the lyrics,
I mean, you can, bro.
you can add whatever you want. For
They
the
don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how Hitler?
like 10 black guys standing there like in a white, or a black outfit or whatever, not just like black hat or shirt.
So he also
and
took
they're just and he's having them paid actors, doing the how him.
his album art, I believe, also.
It's just a black guy. It's him.
So it's him, but he took that actually as I think it was actually, I want to say photoshopped or something. He took it from this white journalist who actually was interviewing for years, interviewing and getting to know the lives of a lot of Klans members, and got to the journalist did say majority of them are out of the life. They found out it wasn't what they're looking for. But yeah, Kanye went deep enough to actually pull that picture from the archives and use that. And it's two, the original picture are the two Klans members with, I think, even like a dog in it and everything. It's like family photo style. Like, it's crazy. But I don't actually think the song's that good.
And what do you think of Kanye, though?
I think Kanye's very smart. I think a lot of things he says.
Well,
in regards to political observations that he has made, I think those observations are interesting. I think the way he articulates it is not good. But to ignore it, what he was saying, and just like, oh, he's racist or oh, he's crazy, I don't think that's a thing either. Do I think that, and this is going to get political, do I think Israel has too much of a hand in America? I do. Do I think, I'm Jewish. I'm going to put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm part Jewish. And so I'm not racist against my own. I do find it funny.
But are you a racist, though?
I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't like look at somebody. I don't go, oh my God.
But we don't call what you are or what I am racist. I think we are, because if we didn't, I don't think racist people love anybody.
Right.
You see what I mean?
I agree with that.
They don't love anybody because, and it's taught. Racism is taught. Let's say my man in there, if you wanted to go in there and just teach him to hate races, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
You see?
Because he's going to see what I see.
All you do is say, "There's Uncle Dale over there, Uncle Dale." Okay? And all my children, if I caught my kids saying something racist, I go upside the head. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even if it was against a hater. I put stuff on now online.
Even you'll get mad even about Asian and driving?
Huh?
Would you even get mad if they said something about Asians and driving?
Yeah, I don't want them talking about anything.
Okay, I thought that was the only thing that we can say.
No, I don't want them to hate, dislike. I even hate the word hate. Mm-hmm. See, I'll tell you guys about the African American black race. Not that what happened in South Africa, down south, the reason we didn't respond or retaliate, it wasn't because we was afraid. It's because we were loved. Okay, people have been trying to figure us out for centuries. What make them good at sports? What make them good at music? If we are good, what make them good at a certain thing? It's here. Okay? I got friends that went to Juilliard School of Music, so many schools of music. They got plaques on the wall. Okay? They read all kind of music. But if they don't have it here, it's nothing. And remember that if you don't have it here, it's not going to come out here. It's not going to come out vocally. Okay? But now, the anger has set in. The anger, the scary part has set in. Because even to me, as an African American, I can see 3 black guys come in a bank. It's a bad feeling. The world has gotten me scared. Oh man, they look, you know what I mean? They're intimidating. And I listen at people talk about their cars. A guy come to me, he said, Dale, why don't you put black rims on your truck, man, on your grill, because it makes it look mean. Black. Okay? Why does black has to make a car look mean? Okay, what I'm saying is that we have a certain amount of love here that has kept us from causing wars or retaliating or killing, but now, not anymore. And it's scary for me. When I say scary, I knew once it got out there, because it's a new breed of stuff. It's a new breed of hate that's there. That's why the Klansman is, what do they call it, unalive. That was a time when an older race wouldn't have bothered the Klan. They would let them walk through the neighborhood. That don't happen no more. And it's here. We have a certain amount of love. So we do that in football. They call us lazy. They call us this. Watch football. And you see a running back, almost, he walks so slow back to the huddle.
Yeah, but you just got beat up by 37 dudes.
Yeah, but no, you give him the ball, and you can't catch him. But look like he's tired. We relax at things, okay? Try to remember what I'm saying. If you watch another boxing match, we don't jump around.
You're not tense the whole time. If you have a chance to relax,
we relax.
You're going to relax.
Okay, you see, Muhammad Ali got, he had fun. Have fun. We have fun. Slaves had fun.
Well, they needed to, yeah.
You see what I mean? They had fun. The master was inside. They thought they were having fun. But we have really a lot of fun. When you're playing, you watch them on stage,
There's a lot of soul and energy comes in.
you're seeing that smile. When you see Muddy Waters, and this is what got me once. When the Beatles first became popular, they came to America. They went to do radio shows. And the announcer would ask them questions thinking they would say a white performer. Okay? Who do you idolize? Little Richard. Chuck Berry. Muddy Waters. They go, who's Muddy Waters? And they made the American announcer seem stupid, because I remember Paul McCartney say, you don't know he's your countryman.
Wow.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
He'd say, you mean we know more about your countrymen than you do? Yes, because they cared. That's why they had to go and perform, because they wasn't accepted here. They get Elvis Presley, who they say sounded black, and the song, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, that was written by an old fat black woman.
I liked her. Big Mama Thornton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And Elvis sang with the prisoners.
A Caucasian, a palm person, that they thought they said about Buddy Holly sounded black. All I'm saying, the reason I'm afraid now, like you said, the races are coming at each other. All but the main ones. Who's the main people should be complaining? Who?
You want me to just say?
Yeah.
Am I racist?
Huh?
Chinese.
No.
Oh, my bad.
Native Americans.
Oh, you don't hear that.
Huh?
Yeah, I understand.
You don't even hear from them. Okay? How could you come over here and say, this is your land, when they were sitting over here partying already?
Yeah,
Who should be complaining?
the most. I mean, not only that, but we straight. I mean, you want to talk about genocide? They had dudes going from the East Coast to the West Coast, killing just buffalo, hundreds of thousands, just
Killing them.
Not because they wanted the fur, not because they wanted the meat, because they wanted to kill the Native
But
Americans.
they're not saying nothing.
Well,
There should be the first ones on the line.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
they also
They're
did-
also all fucking alcoholics. They are also notoriously poor.
because they were put on reservations. And actually, don't you remember when the big old thing happened with the mission, where they're trying to get rid of the fucked up Padre, what's his face shit?
Sarah.
Yeah, and as
Jupiter?
someone who actually worked for the city previously and
And-
knows the history and had to teach the children the history, the mission is fucked up and has
Of course.
plenty of buried bodies there, and they should have listened.
You said
And, yeah.
the Native Americans are alcoholics?
On the reservations, there's a lot of
There's
alcoholism.
alcoholism is like, was it like
It's-
78%, 76%?
Yeah, but they can't handle it. They can't.
They can't.
no, Dell,
Their
it's
bodies
to
is
the-
not meant for their DNA composure is not meant to see alcohol.
it literally destroys who they are fabrically
but that
because
was-
they're so in touch with the earth. They're one of the original land owners. Not like, oh, I own this piece of land.
No, not like that.
land, the own the land.
They knew about them and the land
They were
were
connected.
related. They were one. See, and those are the only people that, I used to work in Alaska, and a bartender could only serve those guys 2 drinks
Because they can't drink. Yeah.
because other than that, but those are the people that should be putting up a lot of. But no, they're just kicking back and going and say, okay, we're gonna get this land back because y'all gonna kill each other.
Maybe that's the end game for them, just to kick back, be normal, and then watch us just go at it, and then just like, all right, cool, mine's
but
again.
they're also losing the amount of full-blooded Native Americans and amount of people living on a reservation
Bro.
are shrinking by 25% every 7 years.
Really?
How many?
Something like that.
Well, think about it. How many are indigenous?
Or
Or
maybe
maybe 100% of
15 years,
anything is in the
30%.
world anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
See, I just started disliking Native Americans. You know why?
Why?
disliking them?
They take my motherfucking money at the casino.
You gotta chew mash too much. You gotta play the slots, man.
All right, I also want to. I mean, we've been talking about this, but let's recognize the people that are all doing great things in our world and our community.
Sure,
Like
the whites. I mean,
Daryl Davis. This guy, he's a musician. He's from the East Coast. He's an author, and he has a documentary out. And he has converted over 200 Klansmen, including these guys are, for one, silly at best. They say
they're not the smartest people, Tim. Come on.
they talk so weird, like, or I'm a Grand Dragon and you're a Warlock and
Dungeons
I'm a
and
wolf.
Dragons.
Dude, these guys, like, all right, I get it.
Roleplay.
You're tough.
They're nerds.
Who does that?
That's the clan. That's how they rank each other. Like, you're a Warlock.
Grandmaster Dragon. Something.
You're a dragon. I'm a wolf.
Like people, listen. There's good people on both sides, Tim. Okay, there's good bit. There's a voodoo daddy guy. It's okay.
But the musicians,
So that guy converted over 200. If you're at home and you're listening, look him up. Read his book. His book is amazing and it's beautiful. He has a way with words. His documentary is even better because you get to hear him craft and tell stories about different Klansmen and different lives. It all started, he was playing, and some guy came up to him and said, you sound like, who's the white fucking
That's so great.
piano, like back in,
perfect. Yeah.
Burt Bacharach?
no, back in, like,
love
it sounds like Little Richard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Elton John.
No, before Little Richard.
Before Little Richard.
Yeah.
And he played the piano.
Jerry.
Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, he's like, man, you're the only black I ever seen play like Jerry Lee Lewis.
But Jerry Lee Lewis played like him.
Yes, Jerry Lee Lewis got it from a black guy.
See, that's the thing.
And he goes, no, you're lying. He ended up converting that guy. They started talking about music. So
The connection with music, yeah.
and there's a lot of, if you look on Facebook, there's a lot of.
This is a black guy, right?
He's a
big,
chubby.
black dude. I know who you're talking about.
He's an
That's
amazing.
awesome.
He's an amazing man.
That's a mind fuck, and he's such a sweet dude.
He's such a sweet guy. He ended up interviewing. He was best friends. I don't know how this guy does it, but he was best friends with the Grand Wizard of like Delaware.
Like the Grand Poobah, yeah.
They go into sectors, right? So there's the city, then there's the state, then there's the country.
Like
and
a
I think
district
he
or
was the
something, yeah.
Grand Wizard. His best friend was a Grand Wizard.
Of the whole state.
No, of the country.
Oh.
So he was the head.
Oh, he was the
I hate
Bane.
black people. He was the head guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, and your best friend is a black dude.
And his best friend was a black guy.
Yeah, that's funny.
He was going around for years talking the talk, but inviting Daryl Davis over
All the time
to drink, to go to his shows, to learn about the culture. And he ends up leaving. And he gave Daryl Davis his clan's robe. Daryl Davis has so many robes that people just send to him. Over like 700.
But I've had similar situations where I've had white guys come up to me and say, man, I don't know how to say this, but I've been sitting here trying to figure out why I like you. Because I'm a racist.
Oh, shit.
But what's been coming out of your horn, I don't understand, but it has hit me some kind of way. I'm serious. I've had it. And I just want to say thank you. I'm a racist, but I want to thank you for giving me the feeling. You had my wife crying. You gave me a certain feeling with a certain song. I said, well, I appreciate that, man. This is what I'm saying. This guy came out and admit he didn't have a mask. He told me, I'm a racist. But you have made me see a lot of things just by playing your horn and just being who you are up there. And I was saying to myself, I have no reason to hate that guy. My wife is feeling it. I'm feeling it. Music. If you got in a part of music, be proud of it. Because I find that I could get into different places, states and countries that a normal person couldn't get into. Because there are people, racism, music is like WD-40. It kind of cuts in.
Yeah.
But you got the ones that's not racism. It's just pure hate. Racism is not as deep as just hate. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I think that we're creating more hate in this time period because of the internet.
Now, because I see stuff on YouTube, I turn because it's stuff that's trying to make you hate each other.
Yes. Yes. And they set you up. And so you can't trust nobody. It's either you feed into all the stories or
you know what I'm finding though, Tim? Maybe I'm looking at it differently. I'm finding that it's bringing the world closer. The stuff that's going on now, because I can see a white person looking at me and coming up and shaking my hand. How are you, young man? How are you, sir? This man is letting me know I don't hate you. Okay? And I'm letting him know I speak high. I don't hate you. Because they're listening to all this shit too. And they want me to know I don't have nothing to do with this hate bit. You see, it's working in a different way now. You're going to always get the stragglers and the people are going to always hate.
I think people are wising up. People are seeing that shit. They're starting to realize, like, hey, why is it being pushed down our throats so much like this? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, what is who's to benefit from this?
Nobody.
Oh,
no, the rich.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only way. Yeah, well, that's the only because we don't, as common people, we don't.
Oh, we're common people, and we don't know half the shit that's going on anyway.
Exactly.
Dale, you know some really well-off people.
Oh, yeah.
Your
Oh.
circles are fat money.
Oh, fat.
Okay.
FAT.
I know a lot of people.
No, PHAT.
There you go.
That too. In my experience, when I come across millionaires and billionaires,
Billionaires?
Yeah, yeah.
at one point, I've
Yeah,
met
you-
a billionaire before.
Oh, there you go.
One. Maybe two, to be honest. In those situations, in working with them, like side by side, the one color I seem that they only care about. What do you say?
It's black people.
No, green.
Yeah, that one too. 'Cause
Green
they bring in
people.
the money. They bring in the green.
and it's and when I see the observation of how the rich people are, and then I see us as lower class or poorer, I'm like,
What are we doing?
okay, all right, I see what's happening here.
But see what happens. I know a bunch of billionaires, not millionaires, billionaires.
B as a boy.
Okay, when they go out and buy stuff, musically, they buy the top of the line. Top of the line stuff. Gonna make them sound like I do.
Hey.
Okay? And then I laugh. I said, Hank, how much you pay for that mic?
Mhm.
I think 15,000, something like that. I had it made, handmade. That song, Dale, you sent me, that was beautiful. What kind of mic you use? I think it was $15 mic. A $15 mic? Yeah. It ain't the mic. It ain't the stuff. You know who they call when the stock's going down, when they feel bad? You know who they call? I have 5 calls almost a week. And rich people call me to feel better. Because I'm the same every day. I don't have nothing to lose. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dale, I just need to hear your voice, man, because it hasn't been good for me today. But you got all the fucking money, pal. Ain't you rich? Ain't you happy? No, they're not happy. You see, you can only get so much in life. Now, these people now, they just want it. And they're going to die, and it's still going to be here.
Oh my God, they're right.
It's still going to be here. Power. You got more power. You got more power. You got more power. We have more power than the rich people.
Yeah.
You don't think so. You might not know what I'm talking about, but you got a lot of power, man. You guys, what you're doing here, you're reaching a lot of people. That's why I admire you. You're reaching a lot of people, man. Do what you do, because the rich people, they only see green. Green is the color. And they don't want blacks to become rich. They keep us at a certain richness. Because, not saying this is not ego, I'm not bragging. We're the most feared race of people. And it's for a reason. I have people laughing about the strength, I would say this if I was white, of a black person. And I do it in a joking way. You find most of your peace at night, right? Is it white at night? It's darker. Have you ever seen a car with 5 white tires? They can't find white rubber strong enough.
To keep it white, yeah.
You understand? So what color is a stronger rubber? Black. You see what I'm saying? You get a white page. This is why we need each other. You get a white piece of paper and you type on it with white ink. Are you going to see it?
No.
No. When you go to the top restaurant, you see salt. What's sitting next to it?
Pepper.
Black pepper?
Black pepper.
Yeah, black pepper. And like I mentioned, the car that about being mean, it black is one of the prettiest cars, but it's hard to keep what? clean.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Especially with the fog that we roll in over here.
Huh?
Especially with the fog we have in this area.
Yeah.
It's a little damp.
No,
You're on your way to work.
I make it sound funny. I bet everybody in here got something black on. She looked at her, her pants. See what I'm saying? We are a sweet race of people. But I hate more blacks than I do anybody.
Why?
They get arrogant. Some of them get arrogant. Because, see, blacks, some of them are jealous of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Do you remember my motorcycle that I had, the 3-wheel?
Yes.
Or the Corvette? You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, let's say I'm riding down the street, cruising. If I got a nice woman, but if I pass a brother and he got a beautiful woman in the car, he gonna speed up because he don't want his girl to see another brother.
In a better car than him.
Thank you. You see what I mean? So it's more racist blacks toward each other than
Do you
blacks.
think that's a culture problem?
No, it's a jealousy problem. It's I don't know how to explain it, man. But they jealous of each other. Not a small percentage. A small percentage. It used to be a brother lived in that in-house down there. Bill, the next, right?
The dude that runs?
The next house.
Yeah.
Does he not live there anymore?
Huh?
No, he's talking. There used to be a brother that lived there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, I find out that brother was talking about me like a dog.
Oh,
He was an older cat, or
He was younger.
why would he talk about you?
Oh, because I thought I was hot shit, he said. Now, he talked to a good friend of mine.
Oh, he got the sources.
He talked to a good friend of mine and didn't know he was a good friend of mine.
Oh, no.
He said, yeah, man, that motherfucking damn, man, you know, man. Okay. That dude told me about it. Okay. Now, me and this brother talked in the middle of the street one time, and I didn't tell him, man, why you talk about me like that? I didn't tell him that. Right? But I let him know. I said, man, you know what's wrong with the world today? I use the N-word. It's just niggas, man, talking about each other. They get envious of each other. We don't stick together. Yeah, man, I know what you're talking about. You know, but he didn't know I was talking to him. You see, about him.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, man, because I said, people talk about me all the time because they think I'm better than they are. They think I'm high as shit, you know. Yeah, man, you know, they say that about me. I said, yeah. I said, but they're just black motherfuckers. They just crazy ass niggas that just want to, you know. I was just talking about him.
You were just straight up talking to him, but he didn't know that.
He didn't know it.
Yeah, but you were telling him what it was.
I was telling him,
Yeah.
see what I mean? I meet more of them than I do the white ones. So it is more of them. I know a dude used to bring his girl, the drummer we had, black drummer, and he'd make her sit over there. But if I had a woman, hey, man, you were there, man. He talked to her. But he didn't want her talking to me and the other band. But she came up and said, Dale, I wish I could talk to you, but he don't want us. So I told him, I called him, man. I said, hey, man, Sloopy. I said, why don't you let your girl come and sit up here, man? Oh, she don't want us. I said, you're goddamn. I said, you don't want to sit up, sitting here. You see, it's more in the black race of fighting against each other than anybody. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I know.
It's more. It's. But like I said, I don't hate nobody.
I mean, maybe not nationally, but definitely,
Yeah.
you know, in certain cities, that's the case.
They get arrogant, man. They start playing sports and they think I'm good, but so they're not gonna cut me from the team. They're gonna keep. What's this basketball player, man? They just let him go. But
AD.
now this is back. He thought he was like a little gangbanger.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
Oh, Junior.
let him go. He thought he was hot shit. And see, they do that. They get a few dollars and they think they're gangsters. They play that gangster role.
How do you feel about the situation with Shadur Sanders?
With who?
Shadur Sanders.
I haven't.
Okay. Yeah. Let's not get into it.
Yeah. But I haven't, man. You know, and that hate is being taught on YouTube, TikTok. They got to get that shit off the media.
I'm so for free speech. Even if it's Kanye saying "Hell Hitler," but there has to be some sort of point where it's sort of counterproductive or unhealthy. But maybe this is just a phase that we're in, you know, a phase that we're in regards to humanity and the internet. Because you're seeing a lot more of it because people are braver behind a fucking keyboard.
Look,
right?
when the media, the major media people are saying one thing or another and saying certain things and bringing things up to his attention because of a shock value or because it's the hot ticket, everyone else is going to do the same thing. Once these industries are stop pushing a certain agenda, stop saying a certain thing, other people will stop.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, you had that both people on both sides thing.
Yeah.
That ended up just being bullshit. And you had, I mean, for me, for the longest, I thought that shit
Well, I'm
was
not even
fucking
talking
real.
about all that. Like, I'm just saying,
But
like,
that's pushing that.
Sure.
It's you're allowing a false narrative to be held.
Mhm.
You're allowing a false narrative to be held. And you're making it seem like, oh, this guy is racist. And everyone who follows him is racist. And that is us creating that to shake the fucking hive.
one of the things I do like, and it was something Morgan Freeman said, is like, well, they asked him about racism, and he's like, well, what's that? And he said, you just stop talking about it. You just, because you keep bringing it up attention. Listen, we all know, and we all been in a position where we've said a certain racist thing or a stereotype and all this other stuff in private, whatever. And we all, I would like to think we're all technically want to be good and loved.
Yeah.
And we all be like, I don't give a fuck if you're black. I don't give a fuck if you're part Asian. I don't give a fuck if you're a woman. It doesn't matter. And I have like I said, but when you keep getting pushed and propaganda and say, hey, this is better than that, or these people are pushing down these people, or white people are now saying, I feel bad because I have white privilege. Bitch, you feel bad because you took advantage of something that you probably shouldn't have because you're white. You don't we're being wired and being taught different things.
But see, this is happening now because a lot of people thought they were going to be in a good position. A lot of regular white people, and they're not. I have people laughing. I say, at the moment, everybody's black because everybody's treated that don't have money
Are treated the same way, yeah.
are treated the same way.
Because it doesn't matter what color you are. It matters of
How much money you
how
have.
much money you have. And if you don't
Your
have money,
accessibility.
if you don't have money, you're either black, you're either Mexican, or you're, that's the problem. Who has the money? Asians and white people.
But it used to matter because if you or me or whoever, whatever race you are, and never say this to people. I don't see colors. Yes, you do. I want you to see colors. Okay? You see colors. Black, brown, green. I don't care if you're black, brown, green. Okay, say that, but don't say you don't see colors, because if somebody did something to you, and the cop said, well,
Yeah, he was a person.
I want a description. I don't see colors, so I don't know.
He was a man.
He was
I
a
don't
shade
know whether
of
it
a
was-
certain kind of a shade.
I don't know what it's like.
Not quite white, but not quite black.
He was 8 foot to 6'3".
Yeah, he didn't have a color.
He have a color though.
It's like the Marine joke. everybody in the Marines is green. The same. This is what this guy was saying. It was a joke. He said, but I want all you dark green Marines to clean up the damn.
I was thinking about that. Why? What made me just like anytime someone brings up race, I'm like, like up until recent when I was like 18 to I don't know 35 or something. Anytime someone brought up race, I'm get the fuck out of here. You guys are stupid. Like you're gonna fight about that. You go fight about that. I'm not fighting about that shit. But it's because I was in the military, and that shit doesn't even fucking matter. I don't give a fuck what color you are. Are you gonna do the work beside me or what? Are you gonna fucking go with me? Let's fucking go. Let's put our lives on the line together. You know what I mean? I don't. That never. It's so odd to me.
But that was you though, because it's a lot of racism in the military, and it's a lot of women being mistreated.
Yes, for sure, that's true.
In the military.
But I mean, to be fair, they don't do half enough work as they should.
They don't do enough push-ups or pull-ups.
It's I don't know.
That's a whole different topic, and I understand. But I mean the standards. When it comes to military, the standards have to be the standards. You know what I mean? Like either for a woman or a man. Like why bring down the standard lower because they're a woman? You know what I mean? Like
right.
We just to be honest, we used to fuck with chicks, right? We used to mess with girls. The reason why is because, bro, they don't work as hard as dudes. There was one chick who really worked hard,
right?
But there's probably like 50 girls on our command. So if you're in a group,
well, they can
like
work.
let's say
They
the
can work
mechanics.
I would say they would.
Can I
work
ask
as
what
hard.
branch you were in?
I was in the Navy.
The lowest, the worst one.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
no, Air Force.
I need to contact.
Oh, that's true. My bad. Air Force is the worst.
So if they're a part of like the group you're going out in the day, and like, oh, go get me that. Hey, are you done with that yet? You're not done with that. So then it becomes like I'm fucking with them type of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
hey, look at Miss, I can't get things done on time.
Right.
Things like that.
Well, and when you say they wouldn't have the work harder, I think they couldn't work as the limit of what a able-bodied man would be able to do because of whatever strength or stronger.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't think it's a strength thing. It was never really a strength thing for us. It was more of a
just getting it done kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They work at different paces, maybe, or they think about things differently than how we.
That is actually very true.
Guys are real like, oh fuck that kid, you know what I mean, and girls are more like, we're gonna.
When I was a range master, actually, women were the okay. So whenever it was the men and the women, especially like it's mostly kids, I mostly train girls, right? Because girls actually their focus entirely different. Give them a bow, give them a gun. They would take their time, they would focus, and they would get. And it is a slower pace a lot of times. Give it to the boys, they're like, oh, I got this, and they're just trying to fly through the steps, not necessarily getting it right. But there is like a completely different. It's not even work ethic. It is just like a how your brain works, how you're wired to get stuff done.
100%, I agree with that. And so like we would like that would be in today's military. You're not allowed to do that shit. You can't fuck with them. And I get it. Like women are just built differently. But like this one girl, like her name is Jackie McGirt. Dude, she was fucking a beast. Like she was so pretty. She's still so pretty right now. So I mean, this is why I tell my daughter you can do anything. Yeah. I always think of her in my mind, that Jackie McGirt girl. She can do anything.
Your big daughter now?
Yeah.
And the little?
Landon, little baby.
The little, huh?
My little
He gonna be the president, man. He
got the hair for it.
Yeah. He's a big old head, too.
Yeah. Nah, it's changed you, man.
I feel it.
I see you on Facebook. I mean, pictures.
Yeah.
You're when I said totally different, you always been a gentleman. You always been a good man. You see what I mean? You went through some stuff. Yeah. Because we all been assholes, I'm one every day.
Don't believe it. This guy in private, he's a fucking asshole.
Oh, I know, man. I know. But I'm going to say this. It's like my white buddies. The N-word, the color. Oh, this we used to be so tight and still is. Let's say he was outside in the car right now waiting, right? A white dude. We were this close. He would come in and say, man, I don't even have your black ass in there, man.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
We talk shit.
Or even him, because I've done it to him. He's been somewhere, and I said, hey, Dan, get your black ass out here, ma. You know what I mean? And here's a white guy, and people be looking.
and that's what I love about the black culture is that once they accept it, once you're family, once you're that brotherhood.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's because one of my good friends lives in South Carolina. He all black, right? And when I spent the 4th of July weekend there, man, when I tell you the mom came out, man, he's like, yeah, he has a little N-word in him, like, in him. I was just like, oh, like what what? Like
yeah.
I felt accepted in where everyone's calling me the N-word, and I was like, oh,
that's right. See, when they call you that,
yeah,
you can cut your finger and become a blood brother.
Yeah,
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And like,
I'm over here playing spades, eating French fries, like it was fucking
when
awesome.
I took you to my mother and father's home, my mother didn't look at it and say, what are you doing to that white boy over here?
Yeah.
She said, and she would look at her. I take a white girl over there, she kind of skinny. My mother said, girl, you better come on in and eat something. You know what I mean?
We don't need to give her any food. That's fine.
And they be saying, that boy ain't feeding you. Come on in here.
Oh, she's eating.
Huh?
She's eating. You can look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those hips.
I love food. I ate a sandwich, and I've been thinking about food the last 3 hours.
It's a beautiful thing, that camaraderie.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
see, like he said,
They're beautiful people.
When they can do it, nigga, get your ass. Come on, motherfucker.
And there's no greater experience. And one of my favorite experiences about living on Earth is, you've known, like, before this iteration of the show, a lot, probably the last time you came in here, almost everyone was brothers, right? Like 4 or 5 of them.
There's that many?
Dean, Jesse, Mikey Nolix, Brian.
Jesse,
So Ducky.
there you go.
It was
That's a lot.
like that shit talking,
Those are a
that
lot.
environment.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
If you've never experienced, it's very similar to a locker room. It's very similar to organized sports. And it's competition, friendly competition, shit talking, and like who can be funnier, who can drop the lines.
Yeah.
And it's a vibe. If you haven't experienced,
It's very beautiful to be accepted and be treated like their own. You know what I mean? It's
See, it's like when I say black people, don't take me wrong. I'm not bragging. But when you accept it, black people can feel you right away. Come on in, son. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, find a seat. I had more white buddies at school wanted to come home with me on holidays. They didn't want to go home and listen to their parents. What are you doing? Are you hanging around them niggas over there? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
My mom said that to me all the time.
My dad.
You're hanging out with the Negros again? I go, yes, I'm going there. I love
Again,
that.
Tim.
Yeah, you didn't want. Yeah, and I'm not coming back here no more because of what you told me about those black people. I'm not coming back here.
Right.
I've had people come to me. I was dating this white girl, and her and her mother didn't get along.
You like white
They didn't
girls,
get along. And after I had been with her 3, she'd go around my mother. My mother would hug her. My dad would hug her. People would hug. She'd leave that and feel like she'd been playing football because she'd been hugged so much. So she'd go to her mother in Montecito, a woman she'd never really touched, and start hugging her because what she had been around. And her mother said, wow, something ain't right.
Oh.
My daughter's showing me love here. You know what I mean? She didn't know I was black. She didn't know she was dating a black guy.
Shit.
You see what I mean? She said, I'm giving a party. I think you're in love with somebody. So yeah, I am. And you're not going to be happy. But who it is and what it is. She said, well, what you have shown me for the last 3 months, I think I will. You have shown me love that you've never shown me before. Say, he's an African American.
beautiful.
She said, I knew. She said, because there's nobody in our circle could have taught you that love. This is what I'm talking about. My mother and father would never notice y'all for. Now they didn't see no color. When I can say that, they would only get mad if you didn't eat.
Yeah.
But y'all come on here, come on in here.
Oh, yeah, it was ultimate
Girl,
disrespect if you didn't eat. If you were given food and not eat any other food. It's
they wouldn't
disrespect.
call your name. They said, "Girl, get over here and sit down, boy. Come on."
That's how I do with her.
You
Like
know-
when someone new comes here, that's what I did. Girl or boy,
Yeah.
hey, get
Oh,
the
God.
boy over there.
And they talk to animals, man, because they call a dog and they get your ass out of here.
Out the kitchen.
Go on outside. We got people in here. Go on, boy. You know, that kind of stuff. I enjoy being around black people because they talk. Woman, I kick your ass. You better get in there. You ever see Red Fox? You
Yeah.
seen Red like that? Him and Esther?
Mm-hmm.
Every black family got a Red Fox and Esther in it. Woman, did you cook today? No. You better get your ass in there. You know what I mean? And she'll turn around and say, man, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to kick your ass.
You gotta wait for the mom's response. Yeah, the mom's not gonna take it either. They've been together for so long talking shit. 'Cause she'll
No.
talk shit as much as the
Yeah.
dad. That shit's fucking.
But it'll bring the world back together. We're not.
We're in a shift.
It's the rich people that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the poor people, we might be losing, whatever. We are losing. But I feel good about not what's happening, but I feel good that it's going to come together
I think so too. I don't know why I feel that way.
because there's a lot of good people in the world
Okay.
of all colors.
So let me tell a story real fast about Darrow Davis, right? The Darrow Davis, he tells this story. It's a funny story, right? He's with a Klansman and they're driving. They're going to a gig, and he's like, the Klansman is like he's the Nighthawk or something. He's like the Master at Arms, and he's taking him to the Grand Wizard, right? And then he was like, why don't you like black people? I mean, I'm paraphrasing everything, right?
Right.
And he says, because you guys are like not really human. The Bible says that you're not really human, and you're not as smart as us. He goes, why am I able to articulate and conversate with you? And he says, because yours lies dormant, and eventually it's gonna pop up, and then you're gonna be like the rest of them. And so Darrow was quiet in the truck, and he was like, what the fuck, this guy is. He goes, all right. He goes, then you must be a serial killer. He goes, why would you say I'm a serial killer? He said, well, only white people are still serial killers. And you're white, so you must be a serial killer. All white people have to be serial killers. And he was like, well, I've never killed nobody. He goes, it's dormant.
Yeah.
And that guy changed that day.
Wow.
He didn't
Change instantly.
He didn't
Yeah.
quit that day.
Yeah.
Right.
That was
But
the
that
first
was a
domino.
spark that gave him the.
He's like, oh,
Gave him an
that was
injection
fucking
of-
stupid. I've been saying some stupid shit.
Well, that's where a lot of racism comes from, Tim. It comes from a lot of for ignorance and not having the smartest IQ.
But I'm also saying that, bro, modern day racism is getting fueled by the internet,
yeah, and the
getting
people.
fueled by the media,
And that-
getting fueled by our
It still
politicians.
doesn't change the fact that the people that are buys into it are not the toppest of IQ.
Yeah, but
people.
I'm saying that that is the direction it's going. So
Sure.
it's taking a fork in the road.
Well, as much as people are awakening to the fact that they're opening themselves to what is happening, they're constantly getting pushed and they're constantly getting bombarded with all this hate. It's like Will Dell says, it's like the smart people can look through that shit. They'll see that wait a minute, they're causing more divide and this doesn't make any sense. But there are stupid people. There's a lot of dumb people.
Oh,
out there.
man.
There's a lot of, dare I say, retarded people, because people can't say it, but they're retarded in a sense of like They are being fed hate. They're taking it because they're being brought into it. They're being taught at a young age. They're taught this stuff.
Yeah.
They're being taught it because, like Dale said, no one is being told hate or racist against another. The beautiful meme out there where there's a black kid and a white kid, and they haven't seen
holding hands,
and they run to each other.
Yeah.
They're from, and the mom lets them go, and they run and they hug.
They was on Steve Harvey. It was two on Steve Harvey. It was a black kid and white kid.
And they run.
They wanted their hair cut the same, and their parents were sitting there wanting to know. They wanted to dress alike.
Camera.
Because they said they were twin, they were brothers. They didn't know, man. They
Yeah.
were just pure.
And that's what I'm saying. That's right there, the innocence of children, which is we lose that when we get older, is the innocence of not knowing. We are taught when we get older.
Oh, yes.
You can't hang out with these guys because they do all the
Exactly.
crap.
They
You
bad.
can't hang out with these ones because of this, and you gotta stay with your
But
own.
and it's lies.
It's lies.
And it's lies.
Because as we get older, so who hurt us? Who stole from us? Who did something bad? What, you could be young and someone breaks into your car and you see it's a black or a Mexican or whoever, and then now because of that moment in time, you created.
It
that
goes a
hate.
little deeper because when you're teaching children, you also teach the children not to talk back to your parents or your elders and not to question them. When they should be taught how to critically think and ask the questions.
Sure.
Like, why is that person bad? Why do you think that? What are the reasoning behind it?
But
instead of the.
But a lot of people, like I said, they don't have that rational thought because it's instinct, it's compulsion, where it's like this person did wrong to me. Now because all those people are bad.
It's generational
Well, see,
too.
that's what people want to buy a home here in Oxnard, a white family. You're gonna move to Oxnard? Ain't there a lot of Mexicans in Oxnard?
Yeah, that's be
Isn't there a lot of blacks in Oxnard? What's that got to do?
What does that have to do with anything?
You want to get a home, you know?
I hear that shit all the time.
Oh
Huh?
wait,
I
I
hear that
live
shit
in
all the time.
Ventura.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
people
aren't you
say
scared of all the
people will
lights?
say like, "Oh, at least it's not Oxnard," and I'm like, "Wait, why?"
Shit, have you not seen
But
Ventura
that's-
lately?
but see why? Because that's years of,
All right, check
of
this
people
out.
saying things.
But I do this.
That's the
If I
one.
go
That's
to-
the one I'm talking about, Dal. This is the video I was talking about.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Look at that.
Look at that, man. Makes you cry, man. Look at that. Try to come between that. And all parents can do, is just throw up their hands. Just stay out of it.
Because they're bonding.
Look at them buddies, man. Okay, Mark Twain. He wrote a song, what's that, Tom Sawyer?
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer, it was a black slave. What's that? Is that the one?
N-word something. Was it N-word Tom?
What?
No.
No.
It's
So
Tom
Tom,
Sawyer.
you're talking about the one where it was the two boys.
A Huckleberry fan?
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
The slave, that was the guy that wrote it. What's the guy who wrote Huckleberry Finn?
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer. No.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
Tom Sawyer
Twain,
was the other
yeah.
friend. Yeah.
Mark Twain's best friend was that black kid,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
a slave.
Mhm.
See, little stuff like that. But that's the thing get me. Why do you want to keep a secret of what a race has done? Like the Wind Talkers, you know who the Wind Talkers are?
Yeah, win. Yeah.
Okay. What are they, Navajos? Weren't they Indians?
There were Indians, but I don't remember what.
I think they were
the way-
Navajos.
I don't know, remember what, but yeah, I get.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's with the black women, the 888 something that it's a movie out. The guy that did Mud Deer, what's his name?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler
You're
Perry.
talking about the all black women that they were like in they were yeah.
Yeah, Hidden Figures. You
Yeah.
ever heard about Hidden
yeah.
Figures?
Yeah.
Okay, the Tuskegee Airmen. They don't want us to know about that. They don't want people to know about that. They're trying to cut all black.
The Tuskegee experiment?
Huh?
Are you talking about the Tuskegee experiment?
The Tuskegee Airmen.
What is that?
See,
The all black
all black Arab people.
Arab people.
Oh,
See, that's the thing that has to stop. What is that? They're some of the best pilots in the world. Nobody know why. Because, and you think that Eddie Murphy, the little white soldier, do you think he was the most decorated soldier in the world? Yes, he's supposed to be. He made his own movie. to hell and back. You think that one man out of that whole war was the most decorated soldier in the world? Why is all this other stuff here? Do you know why General Custer lost? Why Custer had last stand? He didn't want the 112th Cavalry, which was all black, to fight with him.
Those are the Buffalo Soldiers?
As you go,
And that's right?
that's it.
Okay.
He didn't want them to fight. Why do they want that kept? They don't want it taught now. They don't want anybody to know because it's an embarrassing thing. Because the white kids will learn that they've been mistreated. It says slavery never happened. I'm glad slavery happened. You know why? Because I'm sitting here with you guys. You understand that part?
I understand.
Because you were able to come over here. But I mean, eventually, at a certain point, we were.
We didn't ask to come over here.
Yeah.
And I like the one said, I didn't ask to be black. I was just born lucky.
All right, I have one more final question for you. And
Now
You know,
this
at-
one will cost you. Go
at the
ahead.
end of the day, you know, in let's just say in 100 years, you're not going to be black.
Mm,
You're not going to be white.
mm.
You're not going to be Asian. You're going to be a soul. Or you're going to be faded black. You're out of here. What do you think happens when you pass away?
What happens? Somebody take my old lady and my money. No,
Well, that's probably weeks after you die. Yes, but
But after that,
you know, I didn't know what happened before I came into the world. I wasn't anything, right? Before you're born, you're nothing. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So when I die, it's going to be the same way.
But you literally,
But my soul will be here for, like, to go into some to be spread. I want to be a part of everybody when I die.
but wouldn't that mean you don't have recollection or memory of the people you love? The people that made this journey so beautiful? To not have memory of the beauty of Earth, what Earth was, what it is to feel,
Yeah,
what it is to hurt?
but see, it's hard to say. That's why I'm enjoying it now. It's hard to say what it's going to be like after death. I mean, I have no idea. Could you help me with that?
I don't know.
I think I liked his premise where he was saying that he goes back to, like,
not knowing.
Well, not only
Or
that,
not
but
remembering?
going back to that original energy, right? So, like, if that's either heaven, hell, or heaven, or the universe, I did like him. Well, this is
Well, what does that
at
even
least this is
mean?
well, I'll tell you. This is what I at least got from you is that he wants to go back.
Yeah.
He wants to go back to the, and I believe it's if in this train of thought, it's the universal love or the universal energy that everyone has, like that. What the universe is, it's like that.
Yeah, I want to go back to where I started. I mean, okay, I can look at a movie now, was made before I was born, right? I said, wow, those people were making this movie and I wasn't even existing now. So, and if they yawned, have you ever watched a movie and somebody yawned and you yawned too? And you said, wow, that was before I was born. Now I'm yawning with this guy. I don't know what's going to happen. It just depends on what and who's I'm going to be with. If I'm going to be with somebody, I don't know where my soul's going.
Does your soul have a consciousness?
Is my soul?
I'm just saying, does our soul?
I try to get my soul through what I'm doing here.
It's felt.
And I leave my memory through this. And man, because you remember fantastic musicians. They done left
They've left their stamp on with their music.
see, to We all here have somebody else's soul in us, a little bit of somebody else's soul. But we don't know it, but we do. You see what I mean? Because I do some stuff when I was a kid, little kid. I used to have an uncle playing the comb and paper.
Oh, common paper.
And then the blacks singing. My uncle playing a 2-string guitar because he couldn't afford to buy the other. But he made that guitar sound like Eric Clapton or somebody now, so it didn't matter. But I didn't realize I was sitting in the middle of nothing but soul and love. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Listen, and I'm out there with my cousins and trying to get my girl cousins, let's go out here, man. You know, and we're sitting there listening to some of the best music, soulfully. You see what I mean? And I'm sitting there looking at this old black woman. Her hands didn't even look like hands. She had worked so hard, black people. But they were having fun. I think what they did was just seeping, their soul was coming into us of what they was doing. Because sometimes I would be listening to them sing gospel. I said, why am I crying? I didn't even know why I was crying. You see what I'm saying? But you're crying because it's you know what I mean? It's taking you. And that's what's in me now. That's why I was talking about Juilliard and all these schools of music. I'm using their energy right now to play stuff, their soul. And I want to leave that to people. You see, because when you're dead, you're done. That's it was a song called "When You're Dead, You're Done, You Rascal You." So I don't know what I'm going to leave, but I just want to leave feelings and soul, memories. That's all you can leave, memories. If I go die and you play that song, it's wow, you know, it'll mean more to you then than probably now. You ever seen people become more famous when they die? I don't know. I don't know, Tim. So that's why I'm trying to do the best I can now, man. We don't know where we're going.
Is it something you ponder?
No. No, not at all. No.
Fucking A. Del, thank you so much.
You're welcome, man.
We appreciate it.
All you guys. We love. That's it. Let's love each other. If we don't, we're going to destroy ourselves. See, she yawning. Somebody else is yawning somewhere. Me too. Are you tired? You don't have to be tired. Really?
I'm a sleepy person my whole life.
Well, you see, I was born. Was I born black?
Maybe.
You never know.